Good morning, YouTube family and friends. Hope you had a great week. As you can see, I'm still on the mend from having surgery 3 days ago. Today is Saturday, March 22nd, 2025, and this is my week 52 results of being back on Mounjaro. On top of giving you updates on my recovery from my surgery. Yeah, it's been a week. uh, for those of you who do not know, Wednesday I had the Inspire stimulation device implanted in me for my sleep apnea. Uh, I'm hoping to get rid of this darn CPAP machine. So, just a quick recap: they put a stimulator around the nerve that controls your tongue moving out, and then there's a wire that goes all the way down into a device that's the size of a pacemaker. And then there's also a second wire that kind of travels down, and it's kind of like the monitor. So when it's turned on, it recognizes when you take a breath in, and when you take a breath in, the machine stimulates the tongue to move forward, so the tongue cannot collapse back into my airway. 'Cause that's how my sleep apnea works: is my tongue collapses backwards and blocks the airway, and that's why I stop breathing for my sleep apnea. So I'm 3 days out of the surgery, so 3 days in recovery. And yesterday I had some pain, so I had to do pain medicine yesterday. But this morning I woke up and I feel okay. I don't feel much pain. This maybe a scale maybe 1 to 2. It's not bad at all. It's still swollen. Let me see if I get it close up here for you. It's still swollen, as you can see. I tried to shave today, but it's just can't shave around this area. It's too hard. So I shave for the most part, just not around this area. And I finally showered. I just got out of the shower for the first time in 3 days. They said you can shower after 48 hours, but just don't let the water go directly onto the wound as they're healing. So it has glue on them, so you put glue on it. But they said you can let water run down it, but you just can't let water shoot on it. And don't let a whole lot of water, don't flood it with water. Then just tap it dry. No, don't rub it dry, just tap it dry. So but it felt so good to finally take a shower after 3 days. Yeah, I did 72 hours just to be safe. But I feel so much better now that I've showered. But anyway, yeah, everything's going okay, I believe. Minimum of pain, so that's awesome. Uh, I didn't take my Mounjaro shot last week because of the surgery. They don't allow it. They don't want anything to drop your blood sugar. So I get to jump back on my Mounjaro this week at 7.5, but I still wanted to do a weigh-in for you folks so you can see where I'm at, see if I lost any weight during my surgery week. So here's that real quick for you. Looks like 238. As you can see, I lost 2 pounds this week. Woohoo, yay, without being on Mounjaro. So, because I haven't really been eating a whole lot lately. So, but yeah, I'm down to 238. The last 2 weeks I've been at 240. So that's a 2 pound weight loss. So that puts me at just a +2 weight gain for the 52 weeks being back on Mounjaro. But keep in mind that's also with me dealing with my autoimmune disease, the generalized myasthenia gravis, which really affected my weight loss journey. Thankfully, I was on Mounjaro, so the weight gain then, because I'm on a steroid for my treatment plan for the autoimmune disease, and steroids can cause you to gain a lot of weight. So thankfully, I've been on Mounjaro to help curb that weight gain. So I hate to see where I'd be at if I wasn't on Mounjaro. So, but yeah, my blood sugar is awesome for Mounjaro. My A1C, I think I told last week, was at 4.7. At my physical, my pre-op for the surgery. So yeah, Mounjaro works great for controlling your diabetes, my type 2 diabetes. So yay! If you're wondering how my leg is healing up, it's healing up great. So here's a video of my leg. As you can see, the leg looks much better. It looks pretty much healed up now, except for a little speck. Even the color is looking good now, so I think we're okay. So as you can see, the leg looks great. It was good before my surgery, so it had to be good before my surgery. So yeah, looks great now. It's just a little bit there. I'm assuming that will disappear over time. So yeah, everything's going well. So let me go ahead and check my blood sugar this morning. Given that I wasn't on my Mounjaro this week, they checked my blood sugar the morning of the surgery, and I was at 101, I believe, 101 or 103. So it was triple digits, which isn't normal for me on a fasting in the morning. So that could be just because I didn't have my Mounjaro shot on Saturday, and that was on Wednesday. So that was like 4 days out. I'm not having my weekly Mounjaro shot. So but we'll see where my blood's at this morning. With me not being on Mounjaro now I didn't have a whole week of not getting the new shot. So it's technically 2 weeks since I've gotten a shot of Mounjaro. So we'll see where I'm at. Let's go ahead and do the alcohol wipe for my finger. Let's see if I can get some good blood. The hospital got some good blood, but they really poke deep. I don't like to poke deep. Maybe I have to start poking deep in order to get good blood out of my finger. So let's see what happens here. Hopefully I can get some good blood without making the thing deeper. Ouch. Okay, there we go. That's some blood. Okay, good. 93. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's awesome considering I didn't get my Mounjaro shot last week. So I'm really happy with a 93. Especially after coming off the surgery. No, surgery can stress your body, which can make your blood sugars go up higher. So I'm really happy with that number. Another thing about my steroid, my prednisone that I'm on for my autoimmune disease. You know that the neurologist is trying to wean me off of. I've been on a plan to slowly wean me off of it. I am now at 5 milligrams of prednisone on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, with my regular dose of 20 milligrams on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I'm continuing on the path of weaning off of it. But I want to tell you folks, I still have some symptoms uh, trying to wean me off of it. I still get symptoms, but they're mild, so that's why we're continuing on the journey. But I get muscle spasms, little tweakings all around my body, my limbs, my legs, and I also get the twingy in my eyelids. And then the one that worries me some is I get a mucus feeling in the back of my throat, and it makes me want to clear my throat like that all the time, constantly. Well, before surgery, to make sure I didn't get a myasthenic crisis during the surgery, because my autoimmune disease and the anesthesia effect on it, they gave me a stress dose of a steroid. It wasn't prednisone, it was some other type of steroid, but they gave me a stress dose of it, which I think it was like 156 milligrams of it. I tell you what, I want more of that stuff. After surgery that night, and then all the next day on Thursday, all next day of Thursday, I did not have a single muscle twitch. I didn't feel the mucus in the back of my throat where I had to clear my throat all the time. I didn't have any leg or feet cramps at all. That high dose of steroid wiped it all out. I want more of that. I even messaged my neurologist yesterday on my chart, letting him know that I want more of that. So, and of course, yesterday, Friday, I started to develop a little bit of twitching again. Not bad. It's not bad at all. Don't get me. It's nothing like where it was. It's slowly coming back. The twitches in May I get every once in a while, but it's the throat. It's the that mucus feeling is back in my throat again, where I have to clear my throat all the time. It feels like, and so I'm still worried that that's going to eventually lead me to have swallowing issues. So, but I didn't. I said I'm keeping my neurologist informed on that. And I asked him about Vyvgart because I know the insurance company has kept denying me Vyvgart treatment, the infusion treatment plan for me. That's why I had to go on a steroid, even though they didn't want to put me on a steroid because of my non-alcoholic fatty liver that is turned into liver cirrhosis. But they left me no choice but to go on that steroid. So I asked them if they've heard anything. They were appealing to the state. I want to know if they've heard anything. It's been several months, and I don't know if the appeal's still happening, got denied, or what's going on. But I also asked if they can refile it with the insurance again, because the insurance denied this Inspire device for a good 8 months before finally this year they decided to approve it. So I'm wondering, I'll ask them if they could resubmit it with the insurance company for the Vyvgart infusion treatment plan to see if they change their mind on that as well. Because I really want to get off the steroid. I want to try that infusion, that Vyvgart. You see commercials on TV all the time. I want to try that for my generalized myasthenia gravis to see if that will do the same thing as that stress dose steroid did and take all my symptoms away. So that felt so nice. It felt nice to have a day where I didn't have to deal with muscle twitching. I didn't have to deal with leg or feet cramping up. I didn't have to deal with the mucus feeling in the back of my throat, having to clear my throat constantly throughout the day. So that was so nice. So I would love to get that feeling all the time. So anyway, we'll see what the doctor says. Last thing I'm going to do for you folks, I'm going to take my Mounjaro shot. So let me get to a point where, forgive me, I'm in my skivvies. So I'm nice and showered and clean. Let's go ahead and remove the cap, protective cap. You'll see the needle. You want to unlock it. You can do it in your fatty part of your arm, in your gut, 2 inches away from your belly button, or in the fat part of your thigh. I'm going to do this part as always. So there we go. Voila. That's simple. A little bit of medicine dripped off there. It's as simple as that, folks. So I didn't want to try to give you a show there. So, but anyway, that's what I got for you. Hope you enjoy my weekly updates. And if you do, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to make sure you get notified of my future videos on how my recovery is going and how my journey with all my other medical issues are going, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you want notified, go ahead and hit that notify button. That way you'll be notified when I do post other videos. I usually just post one video a week, but this week was special since I had the surgery. And also, if you're interested in cruise videos, I have another channel called Cruise with Sean, where I post my cruise videos. I have the cruise coming up in May. I'm flying to Sydney, Australia. The neurologist gave me the thumbs up to fly because that's a long flight. I fly from Omaha, Nebraska to San Francisco. That's like a 3-hour flight. And then I have like a 14-hour layover in San Francisco because that night I'll get in about 9 o'clock in the morning on the 15th of May. And then that night, like 10:30, 11, my flight leaves San Francisco to get to Sydney. And that's like a 16-hour flight. 14 or 16-hour flight. That's a long flight. So I had to get the okay from my neurologist to make sure that it's safe for me to take that long of a flight, given my generalized myasthenia gravis, my autoimmune disease. So, but he gave me the green light, so that's a go. Yay! I'm so looking forward to that cruise. So, but anyway, that's all I got for you, folks. I hope you have a lovely weekend, and remember to live life to the fullest. Don't work yourself to death. It's not worth it. Just enjoy life. Enjoy your loved ones. Tell everybody you love them, as I do. Well, I try to do. I'm not perfect. God knows I'm not perfect. So, but anyway, I love you all. You all have a great one. Bye-bye.